Hey, Phil from Milesfit here. I'm going to be demonstrating today the rack-assisted pull-up. This is great for learning how to properly contract the lats and develop the ability to do a proper full-form pull-up without, needing any extra bands or assistance from the machines. So what we're going to start off with here is setting up at a decent height. We want it to be about shoulder height for a Smith machine or the rack and the squat rack. We want to be using our 2 feet down on the ground here, okay, to help assist us. We want to be directly under the bar, which means we're not in an inverted row position. We want to be directly head in line with the glutes, so we have a straight line towards the bar here. At this point, we want to keep our shoulders nice and strong, okay? We don't want to be hanging out in the ligaments and the tendons, and we're going to be focusing on pulling our elbows into our rib cage to develop that lat contraction. Nice and slow, 5 reps here, just to develop the proper contraction in the lats, feeling what it's supposed to be like when we're doing an actual pull-up. Notice how I'm squeezing and holding at the top to really get a good feeling with that mind-muscle connection. Now, a progression from this position would be to have one leg off the floor. For example, if we're doing 10 reps, we would start with right leg off the floor, 5 at a time. Focusing on pulling the elbows into the ribs and using as little of the leg as possible. And then switching to the other leg so that we don't develop any asymmetries in the body. You can also switch one leg at a time. And then what we're going to do is at the end of the set to focus on getting those lats really firing. From the top part of the position, I'm going to pull up and just hop. Pull my feet off the floor, focusing on just the lats doing that work. So giving them a little bit of rest in between, making sure that they're firing at all times. One last way we can adjust for this is to take our feet off the floor, hold that position, and focus on the eccentric part of the pull-up, which would be going down. This is going to help us to develop our strength throughout the whole motion. Throughout the full exercise, we're pulling elbows up, feet off the floor, resisting down, like a real push, like a real pull-up. Up, feet off the floor, resisting down. Okay? This here is going to help us get stronger and get towards real pull-ups. Good training.